Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to Diddy's Wrong Quest Part 6, where last time we did a whole bunch of stuff, actually found Cleaver, and now all we have is the Ghost of Crow left before we can finish things off. And it remembers that we had Dixie and not Diddy, so gotta go get him. But yeah, last time sure was interesting. We found out where Rool is, and really we're getting to the end game here, but there's actually a lot of levels that we still have not seen, a lot of things we still have not checked. So who knows? This could be the final part. This could end up being, there could be 9 parts or something in total. I guess we'll just never know until we start exploring. But one thing I think we can do, actually, one thing that I've been kind of curious of, do coins come back even if you turn off the game? No, that coin still doesn't come back, and I was sent right into that dude. But I think we now have enough coins to buy the final hint. I once heard that there's 0 bosses in the lost levels, and that's actually really great to know, because I feel like we're missing a lot of the lost levels. Like, I don't think we've seen Jungle Jinx, I don't think we've seen Black Ice Battle, the Clobber level I don't think we've seen, so that's great to know that we don't need to go searching out any Lost World levels. If you're in Barrel Bayou, you're good, and that's another thing. I definitely want to go back and check out Barrel Bayou. Know that one of these is for Parachute Panic, so those are also 2 excellent hints that we have if Gangplank Galley doesn't produce any results. And now to get back to Gangplank Galley, I think we want to go into the first bonus barrel, was it? I think that will lead us in the right direction. But yeah, I've just been having so much fun with this Let's Play. Thank you so much to everyone who has been watching it and commenting on it. This is, again, a separate recording session, which I like to do so that I can read the comments and, get a feel for what everyone thinks, maybe learn some new things in the process that will help improve the Let's Play from there on out. And it also gives me a little bit of a break too, because I feel like the longer I do like a Let's Play or recording session straight, my voice gets all chafed and I feel like the quality is just not there, so I do like to take breaks from time to time and, yeah, not just do one massive big block recording sessions. Now this leads us to, oh wait, this is Barrel Bayou. Well, since we're here, I guess we'll do this. Everyone who's been watching this Let's Play will know that things don't normally go according to plan. So how do you get the Gangplank Galley then? I'm getting my exits all mixed up. I knew that this was one of the ones I needed to do. I think the only thing we haven't done now in Barrel Bayou is the normal exit. We did the cannon bonus game. There's a bonus barrel up here that we've checked. So the normal exit is definitely going to be the telling thing of if this is a level worth worrying about. But again, I've mentioned before that sometimes Cranky's hints, at least in the first randomizer, would point you towards a level that had a bonus game that then led to another level that actually had the boss in it. So yeah, there's a lot of weird things, but let's hope. I mean, this could be the final boss, and then all I have to do is go back and fight Rool and we're done. No, it brings us to Lava Lagoon. Now this is kind of interesting because we've done the normal exit and the bonus game, but I don't think we've done the warp barrel, and that's not what I was expecting to happen, but he might throw us right up into the warp barrel, almost. I think it's right here. So I was proven wrong last time that warp barrels can indeed lead to bosses, but in this case, it just led to Pirate Panic. So now, what do we need to do to get the Gangplank Galley? Maybe it was the Rambi bonus game that we needed to do. Another thing that I read in the comments was that, unfortunately, I thought there was a really cool time when a crook, how coincidental that there was one right there, defeated a zinger with its hook. But apparently it was just the floor simultaneously smashing into it in Castle Crush, which is rather unfortunate. So maybe we didn't see some legendary, brand new interaction. Well, I was trying to land on that hot air balloon, not sure what happened. That, no one else had ever experienced before, but still looked kind of cool. Okay, so here we go. We've done pretty much every single thing here except for the normal exit. So we're going to play through that quickly. But otherwise, yeah, we've been doing warp barrels, we've been doing bonus games. Maybe we have done more of the game than I thought. Unfortunately, this one doesn't let you see your percentage, which I think is interesting. I think in the original Donkey Kong Country 1 randomizer, you could actually select the file to play. So, like, you could do 3 files on the same randomizer, where this game does not have that same functionality. And also when selecting a file, it would allow you to see then, obviously, what percentage of bonus games and such you had found. Kind of giving you an idea of just maybe how much of the game you've explored. I bet we've explored at least half of it. But I am thankful that, in this case, it does feel like Donkey Kong Country 2 randomizer has been a bit kinder. Again, we don't know that for sure. I could just be running my mouth here, and it does take 3 parts to find that final boss. But otherwise, like, wow, the first randomizer, again, I'm not going to hit the target hard. Yeah, the first randomizer really sent us on a wild goose chase, where I'm just feeling so much luckier in this case. Now, this is the beginning of Gloomy Gulch. And actually, you could normally stand at the beginning here, and guys will keep coming down and giving you 1-up balloons, which is kind of nice. Not that we need them here. But I think we've done every exit in this level. And it's been so long, I think it was like, you know, either the second or third part, which were recorded ages ago at this point, that I don't actually remember where each of them lead. So we're going to see what we can do here. This was one of the very last levels I ever found the DK coin in as a kid. Because you have to do this really ridiculous thing and just jump into a random hole. So I think the trick is that if you stand here, the screen ever so slightly scrolls down, letting you see that there's a barrel down there. But as a kid, I mean, as literally anyone who's playing this game, you're probably not going to be too worried about that. You're just going to run across. I guess if you mess this jump up and then go back, you can just kind of see it, but like, it's just such a weird place to hide the DK coin down there. So if anyone's playing Donkey Kong Country 2 and you can't find that one, that hint was for you. I would love to hear other people's experiences on maybe how they came across that DK coin. If you just found it, you know, finally one day. Or if you had to look it up. And shoot, maybe I shouldn't have gotten this, this thing. Like, this doesn't really seem to be helping. Maybe what I want to do is I should work on getting to parachute panic then. So what we actually will do is, because I got the money, is we'll go back to pirate panic here, and we're gonna work our way to parachute panic, where I think there is just one bonus game in there. The one at the not like the very first secret where you go into that weird room that isn't really a bonus game, but rather the actual first bonus game in parachute panic is the only bonus game, or rather exit in that level I haven't checked. So we're gonna go to that one now, which I believe involves going through here and through a bunch of other exits, and I'll cut back when we're there. So see you in a minute. I think I want to go into that barrel, unfortunately. I just don't have Diddy. How difficult is it to get a DK barrel? I'm obviously going to leave that part in, but man, I just got hit by an enemy that I really had no ability to even see before they were on screen. But thankfully, getting a DK barrel was not too difficult, and I think this should get us ever so closer to parachute panic. Yes. No. Yes. Because this is that weird door, and I think that we're still early enough in the level that we can check out the first bonus game. I think, anyway. Oh, thank goodness that worked. Like, if we do this one, I think we're good. Although, of course, we still have to get by all the randomized enemies first, and if we mess this up, we still, haven't gotten a checkpoint in quite a while. And yeah, the trick is that with Dixie, I should have just kind of flown down. But wow, now I don't have enough money to actually get back to where I wanted to be. Shoot. Oh, man. All the things you need to consider when playing a randomizer. I think I only have 1 coin, so if I get another one, I'll go back. Otherwise, I guess we'll just play normally and see where we end up. But you can all see what I was trying to do there. Just, the game really didn't want me to do it. That's kind of a cool thing. But again, as I said, I don't really remember where all the things here lead. I don't think that this one was particularly good for anything. But I guess we're going to be doing it anyway. And, oh yes, Web Woods, my favorite level. Although I think there is an easy-to-get coin, or not, around here. Maybe if I turn back, there's a coin that's not so hard to get. It really does test your memorization skills. You know, where were all these items? And, you know, I don't normally think, like, where is literally every single coin in Donkey Kong Country 2, just because there's usually such an abundance of them that I'm not, struggling to get coins. But we'll see. I could swear that there was one that I picked up along the way in like a chest or something, but now I could just be making things up. No, see, I wasn't crazy. All right. And once again, I'm going to have to go through all those shenanigans to get back to parachute panic. Maybe I'll try and pick up a checkpoint barrel somewhere along the way. Like, I guess maybe even the checkpoint barrel in this level is better than nothing. I'll see you all in a minute. Oh, that's... So the coin doesn't come... I mean, yeah, we established that in like the first couple seconds of the video. I could swear that the coin did come back at one point. I don't know. I'm just really upset about the fact that I was back in Pirate Panic and the game's like, no you don't. I mean, it was my fault, but it was the game's fault. That's how all the true players do it. Okay, then, let's find out. Where do things go? Wow. That led back to Pirate Panic. Oh, this randomizer. It cracks me up. Okay, so once again, I gotta go through a whole string of things. And I'll see you in a minute. My gosh. I'm loving it, but I'm hating it at the same time. I'm not going to lie. It's so good. Ugh. All I had to do was go into that bonus game all along, and like 30 seconds could have been saved. Alright, so let's try this again. So I guess I'll try it with like Diddy first, and then if that fails, I'll just try and float down with Dixie. But yeah, this is definitely a level where the randomized enemies can cause quite a few problems. Because it just can be really unpredictable what you get, and it can just be really difficult to like navigate around everything. So now at this point, I might as well just float with Dixie, but will I be able to get to the bonus game with Dixie? Just kind of have to do this weird move to the left, like here. Okay, this is the one I haven't checked. Is this the boss? It is! Oh my gosh, it actually was. The hint was actually helpful. What the heck Barrel Bayou was all about, I have no idea, but there you go, everyone. Wow, I mean, the hints were really helpful in some ways. That was great. And, you know, I checked every other exit in this level except for this one, and it was just the final one. But wow, so after this, all we have to do is go back to that K-Rool room, and we'll be able to beat it. I cannot believe just how much easier of a time we had with this randomizer. Only one part where no bosses were found, but you can't even really say that no progress was made, considering we did find out where the main entrance to Barrel Blast was in that episode, which just kind of, you know, then saved having to find K-Rool in a separate part. So 6 bosses, 6 parts. That's, I think, pretty good for a Donkey Kong Country randomizer. I'm not going to lie. And we're just kind of, you know, doing our thing here. Not too much of an issue. This is actually kind of tough. It can be sometimes a little bit difficult to dodge those, but no problem. And even though it looked like there was just floor down there, you still can't fall down. I think as a kid I did that. I was like, you know, I can just jump back down. There was clearly floor there, but, you know, obviously not. And just like that, all bosses complete. Any second now. There we go. That is amazing. And now I just need to remember, how do we get back to K-Rool? I think we want to do Main Brace Mayhem. And if we do the main bonus game there, that took us to Animal Antics, and then Animal Antics took us, I think, to Haunted Hall, and then Haunted Hall will take us to Bramble Blast. And how do we get back to Main Brace Mayhem again? I think we have to do the Ramby. Yeah, that's right, because that was how we got back to what's the level called? Gangplank Galley. So, all right, I'm just kind of going through all this stuff in my head. It's hard to remember where we've been and how to get there, but I think I've got it under control. Is that we come over here, we get, it's not that one, no, it's the Ramby one, and we're gonna go through this door here, which will once again take us back to Hothead Ride, or rather a Red Hot Ride. And then it will take us to Gangplank Galley, and then, yeah, all the things I just said. So I'm probably not going to bother showing all of that, because, again, it's stuff that we've done on all, you know, it's all been recorded before. Is this gonna... I've always wanted to see, in Donkey Kong Country 1, it was very clear that if you got shot out of a barrel, it would still hurt you. But, again, I think in the Lost levels, we did see cases where even if you get shot out of a bonus barrel, if you hit an enemy on the way, you'll still get hurt, which I think is a really funny thing. You figure they would have, like, programmed it in that after getting shot out of that barrel, you're just invincible, but no, it can actually, you know, be a threat, which I think is kind of cool. No, I see, that's not the checkpoint one. I always think that's the one, but if we just fall to the right here, I said if we just fall to the right here. All right, so again, I'm just going to work my way back to where K-Rool is, and I will catch you there in a minute. how the squitter symbol at the bottom left is all glitched out. That's weird. I wonder what happened there. Oh, and this brings us... Okay, I kind of forgot that there was this little intermission in the middle because I always just hit the target so quickly. So it was actually mentioned in the comments that you can easily tell if you're playing Cannon's Claim or Squawk's Shaft based on the color of the crystals in the background. In that case right there, they were blue, which meant it was Cannon's Claim. Because they're actually yellow. Well, I didn't do a very good job of cheating that, but yeah, so, yeah, in Cannon's Claim they're blue, and Squawk's Shaft they're yellow, and that's how you can just always quickly reference exactly which level it is that you're in. As someone who doesn't normally play those two levels one right after another, obviously they're, you know, separated a bit on the map, I can't say I've ever really just, you know, observed that difference. I'm not usually paying attention, I guess, that closely to the background to notice that detail, but obviously I have noticed that there are other levels in Donkey Kong Country 2 where there are those subtle color hints where, you know, levels that use the same theme will sometimes have a little bit of a color palette variation which indicates which the differences are, which I think is really cool. But yeah, the randomizer really does, I guess, make you look at those things in a way that you wouldn't normally if you were just playing the game casually. Where, you know, I'm not typically looking out for those subtle differences, and wow, okay, that was mean. But anyway, again, everyone gets the points. We're going to be beating this race, which again will take us to Haunted Hall, and it will take us to the beginning of Barrel Blast, and then after which point the road to K. Rool is not far, so I will see you then. I don't really understand those zingers that just move backwards like that, because obviously, I mean, there's some zingers that act properly, but those ones just... they always kind of throw me off, and I don't understand, you know, maybe there's an enemy in the game I'm not thinking of, like, that would do that for some reason, but, you know, if anyone understands why those zingers act that way, don't be afraid to let me know, and in this case, alright, no walking on the railroad tracks. And at this point, we're not too far. I have to say, overall, though, I've had a lot of fun playing this randomizer. And I know it's not over yet. I might be, you know, counting my chickens before they hatch, so to speak. But overall, we've definitely had an easier time here. And if I had to say, you know, which randomizer I've enjoyed more, Donkey Kong Country 1 or Donkey Kong Country 2, this may actually surprise you. But I think that I have enjoyed the Donkey Kong Country 1 randomizer just a little bit more, because I love how complicated it got and just how lost I felt at times when playing it. Now, maybe I just got really lucky and this randomized game was just like way easier than maybe some people have dealt with. Maybe if I randomized it again, I would just get that, you know, totally lost feeling, which I just never really felt in this game, strangely enough. Like, I just, you know, I guess I just had really good luck and a lot of good coincidences, and, you know, again, there's so many levels that we never even saw, which I just think is so interesting. So I don't know if the Donkey Kong Country 2 randomizer is just nicer, or again, if I just got lucky. But overall, it's still a lot of fun. But another thing I think is important is that I think that Donkey Kong Country 1's levels are just a lot more randomizer friendly. Again, like I said, because it's easier to kind of traverse them, either forwards or backwards. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, it was easier and even maybe more enjoyable at times to play them in a randomizer, because it felt like you were a lot more free to explore any level that you ended up in, and there weren't always times when, like, you couldn't go back and such. Maybe that's just me, I have no idea. If you've played both of the randomizers, let me know what you think down in the comments, of course. But here we go, the final boss, unless, you know, something has changed. And this time, K. Rool is correctly where he should be, and it's not a bonus barrel. Now, we have actually never died while fighting a boss. So I don't know if dying in a boss fight will send us all the way back to our last checkpoint, or if, like, in the original... Well, that's not as fast as I was expecting it to be. I wonder if the speeds are randomized. That would be really interesting. Or, yeah, maybe, like, you know, in the DKC1 randomizer, dying at a boss will just start us right here. Are they always that slow? Am I just, you know, so used to kind of randomized enemies and things, I'm remembering the cannonballs shooting faster than that? Because it seems kind of way too slow. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something in my mind that says that cannonball is not as fast as it should be. And alright everybody, we beat the game. Now this DK barrel's here, but unfortunately it disappears after the kind of first round of the next section of the fight, which stinks. It'd be great if it just stayed there until you needed it. I love this fight though. I think it's so cool. I think that Rool having a flying airship is just so neat. It was brought to my attention in the comments again once, which is why I just love the YouTube comments so much. We have such great discussions down there. I really appreciate people teaching me new things and, you know, just pointing out all sorts of stuff I might not have otherwise noticed. But you have King Rool in the first game on a pirate ship, and now you have Captain Rool in the second game in a flying airship, and then you have a mad scientist Rool in the third game in a castle. So it's like the Rool is always displaced from the kind of setting that makes most sense for them. Like the king in the first game makes most sense in the castle from the third game, where the pirate here makes the most sense on the ship in the first game, and the mad scientist in the third game would make a lot more sense on a kind of, you know, flying airship. I don't know. I just think it's really interesting. You have to wonder what Rare was thinking when they did all that. And of course, you get the absolutely epic boss fight in Donkey Kong 64, where, you know, all the Kongs have to team up in an epic boxing match. I always thought that was such a great thing. Wow, we still managed to get out of it in time. Like, it wasn't even really that much of an issue. I was like, well, at least the DK barrel is still there, but no, I didn't even need that. Alright. Alright, 2 more hits. And we got the red ones this time. It's best to just kind of do as good of a jump as you can over that. And then we get these spiked balls once again. So at this time, I don't believe that there was a Donkey Kong Country 3 randomizer. See, that seemed a little bit faster than earlier, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, last time I checked there wasn't, but there could be. And, you know, I think it'd be really interesting if there is to check it out someday. All right, we got reverse controls. This is all just leading up to, you know, that final level of the main game of Donkey Kong Country 3. Where jumping into the water reverses it for the whole stage, but honestly, reverse controls is not even that hard to deal with. It'd be a lot more difficult if it was like constantly changing between being reversed and being normal. But there you go, that's kind of canceled, and just like that, you can hit me, it doesn't even matter. Alright, randomizer done. Are we gonna get Cranky Kong scolding us for picking up no DK coins? We actually did just get a Kremko in there. And you show him, Donkey Kong. That's what he gets for randomizing Crocodile Isle. And you still get the cutscene. All these places we barely saw. That was great though, but wow, there were just still so many loose ends that we never had to check. Oh wow, a stat screen! That's cool! Almost exactly 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. That would have been awesome. I actually probably would have questioned if it was glitched at that point, because it would be so coincidental. But okay, so 3.5 hours, neat. That's really cool that it lets you know 97 out of 137 unique entrances. So we only actually missed 40 of those. It feels like we missed a lot more. I feel like I missed out on a lot more of the game than we did. Total entrances taken, 180, lives obtained 65, and we died 73 times, which if I knew I was going to be judged for it, you know, I would have tried a little harder. Oh, I mean, I'm not worried about it. That's awesome. The first game didn't have that. Again, it did kind of give the percentage on how many, you know, bonus games you had found, but I love that. That's an awesome screen. And it, you know, has the credits music. That's great. Anything else we can do from here? Pressing all of the buttons is doing nothing. So maybe, you know, if you waited the normal amount of time for the credits to end, it will disappear, but I think this is probably where we're going to end off. I absolutely recommend checking out either this or the Donkey Kong Country 2 randomizer. If you, or rather, Donkey Kong Country 1 randomizer. If you have not, if there's a Donkey Kong Country 3 one out there, I'm sure it's probably going to be great as well. They are just so much fun, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Again, I think we got lucky in a lot of ways, but I'm not going to complain too much. So for everyone who watched this Let's Play, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you join me next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later.